I think that in the new year, when the new administration takes office, of course, and confronts the realities of Washington, D.C., and then we'll see what policies are enacted and what changes are made. So I think right now there's been a great deal of hopefulness that potentially business-friendly policies would be good for earnings, good for economic growth. I share some of that optimism, but I think one needs to be a little bit cautious and watchful. Let's see how things turn out. There are two sides to many of these issues, and they cut both ways with respect to potential for stocks and bonds, I think.
Does that mean that the rally that we've seen in the markets has been overdone?
I think some of the optimism is premature. We have to see again how the policies come into focus and which ones do see the light of day and how things change. Keep in mind, too, that the United States is part of a global economy, an increasingly interconnected, interdependent global economy. And so we need growth in Asia, we need growth in Europe and Latin America. We can do a great deal in the U.S., but we need the rest of the world, too.
Yeah, we certainly do. And of course, the stronger dollar is having an influence on that. Look, I've looked at your research, John, and I notice that you still think that we are going to have continuing strength for the dollar as we move into the new year. That clearly is going to have an impact on US companies, in particular those that do business outside of the United States. Therefore, that must be having an influence on what companies you're investing in right now.
Yes, it will have an effect on earnings. Lower corporate tax rates should be helpful. On the other hand, more competitive conditions overseas with the stronger dollar could take away some of that benefit. Keep in mind, too, there'll be an offset to the lower corporate tax rates with what are called border adjustment business taxes. Everyone's trying to figure out exactly what those will do to company earnings, taxing essentially foreign content of imported goods that are sold here in the U.S. We'll see. There's still some uncertainties